Hello everybody, my name is Nick and you're watching for the Leet unboxing video for the Fuji X-E3. Now, when we open the box, first thing that we see is the instruction manual, warranty card and things of that nature. Then here we have a camera and a camera lens. This is the kit with the f 23mm f2RWR. Now here we have let's see, I'm not really sure. Again, some warranties, and then here we have a lens. Now this is the lens that I was talking about. Here we have a lens hood, and I think that's it. Now here we have a flash. This is EFX8. This is not a built-in flash, but this is not really a pop-up flash, but a pop-up flash of sorts. Then here we have a camera. Here is the camera itself, and then here we have battery charger, battery strap, and a power cable. Now let's get into the camera itself. Now let's get over the specifications really quickly. This camera has a 24 megapixel APS-C sensor with the X-Trans color filter. It has improved AF tracking. It has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It has 4K UHD video with the 30 frames per second. Then also USB charging is possible with this camera. It has a touchscreen, and unfortunately it's not really tilt touchscreen, but it's still good that it's touchscreen. It has a joystick for the AF. In comparison, this camera compares with the X-T20 and X-T2, and also its predecessor X-E2S. All of the cameras except the X-T2S have a 24 megapixel sensor, but its predecessor has 16 megapixel sensor. When it comes to the touchscreen, only this camera has the touchscreen, and the X-T20, X-T2 and X-E2S didn't. When it comes to the AF, this camera has pretty much almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same system as the T20 and T2. This camera has 91 hybrid AF points in comparison with the X-E2S, its predecessor. It's 49. Also, when it comes to the exposure compensation, this camera has as much as 5 EV, while its predecessor has 3 EV. The other two cameras also have 5 EV exposure compensation. This camera doesn't have a pop-up flash, and its predecessor did, but you do get this flash, so I like this flash a bit more than the pop-up, but it's kinda a matter of what do you prefer. Also, this camera has a 4K video. Its predecessor had HD video, full HD video. Only X-T2 is weather sealed of those three: X10, X-T20 and X-E2S. Also, all of the cameras have one HD slot, which on this camera is, I assume, down here. Yeah, it's right here with the battery. Only the X-T2 has 2 slots, and also all of the cameras except the X-E2S have 8 FPS with the manual shutter and 14 with the electronic. Of course, X-T2 has 11 frames per second with the manual when it uses the grip, but its predecessor of the X-E3, the X-E3S, had only 7 frames per second. Now when it comes to this camera, it's pretty well built. The buttons are good, the joystick is really easy to use. You do have here the exposure wheel, then here is the exposure compensation, and here we have shutter release, and here we have auto switch, then here we have another wheel right here, and here we select which mode of autofocus do we want to use. This is a really good camera if you are looking to replace X-E2S. Also, in the comparison, if you are looking between the X-T20 and this camera, you might be better off getting this camera simply because while the X-T20 has some benefits, I think this one, the price of this one is a little bit better. And if you don't really like, if you don't really care that much about tilt shift screen and things like that, maybe you're better off with this one. So yeah, camera is really well built, and that's about it. You're watching Leet. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Until the next time, goodbye.